Hey there, welcome back to Verbalist. Today's video is going to be about pointers that you should remember on your IELTS test day. Let's get foremost thing is for you to get comfortable with how the test interface is, or if you're writing the paper-based test, it's important for you to understand how the answer sheets look like. Take a look, listening and reading answer sheets look like. Now, if you can see, these are the 40 questions that you're supposed to answer, and these are for the examiner to mark you. Okay, so please remember to write your full name correctly based on what your passport has, and also write the answer clearly with correct spellings and with appropriate spacing between words so that the examiner understands them. And this is your writing answer sheet. If you can see, this is the task 1 answer where you write the task 1. This is where the scoring happens, and this space is for your task 2. So you can see that there's scoring for both these tasks here. And we're now going to understand how the computer-based test interface looks like for the listening test. So I am on the IELTS IDP website, and this is how your actual interface looks like. So you're going to check your details, check whether the sound is working or not. This is very important. And if you feel it's working, click on continue and start test. Now, this is the radio button for you to choose MCQs, as you can see, and I'm switching between questions here just to help you understand how the screen looks like. Now here you have to drag and drop these options corresponding to the questions 7 to 11. So if you can see, I'm dropping finance, not the right answer, but I'm just trying to show you how the interface looks like. And you can also highlight the text here and take notes if you wish to. Let's say you want to understand or remember what you heard. This is an easy method to follow. Now again, you can switch questions, and for maps you are choosing which answer is correct for 13, 12 and 14. Again, here also you have the facility to highlight and take notes. The answer is there's only one correct answer, and hence you're ticking the right one. For fill-ups, you should check the word count that's allowed, and you can enter the answer in the blanks as usual. This is multiple choice list selection where you're choosing more than one correct answer.
Right, Judy.
The reading test also functions in a similar manner. Choosing answers is going to remain the same. I'm just going to show you how you can highlight text as you skim and how you can take notes in a certain passage. And as you can see, you don't have to switch pages. Every passage is available like this towards the left, and towards your right you're going to get these questions. So here also you can switch between sections easily, switch between questions and switch within a passage very easily. But please try to utilize the highlight and the notes feature here. You can also head to the link that's there in the description for checking the familiarization test. Now this is how the writing interface looks like. You have a space where you can write answers for both task 1 and task 2. Remember, this is GT task 1. You will also find a similar interface for the academic writing section. Just head over to the IDP IELTS official website and go to the computer delivered test option to get all these familiarization tests. Now moving ahead to part 2, you are going to enter your answer here. Remember that in both the reading and the writing test you have a timer ticking at the top, and you also have a word count in the writing area. Now, the next pointer that you should remember is what to carry on your test day. So important things that to carry here are mask. You have to wear a mask here, and of course your passport, because that's how they'll check your identity. And also remember that they will provide you with the necessary stationery, so you don't have to actually carry that. And they will ask. Now you're also not allowed to carry electronic devices like, say, smartwatches, rings, or mobile phones, calculators. All of these are not allowed. So you may as well leave any valuable items that you have back at home. Maybe keep your mobile phone in your bag. And the next pointer that you need to take note of is probably the most important. Now, apart from being prepared for the test academically, you have developed your language skills, you're very close to your desired scores. You need to make sure that you maximize and make your performance the best on your exam day. And for this, you need to see if the audio of the listening test is working fine, your headset does not have issues, your co-students are not creating disturbance for you, and the invigilator or the exam center is generally welcoming, the atmosphere is pleasant. If there is a malpractice that happens, or if there is faltering by the exam hall, you have the right to raise this concern. Last but not the least, you need to understand how you are scored. Listening and reading tests are pretty much easy. There's just an answer key, a fixed answer key, based on which your score is given out of 40, and that defines your band score. For the writing and the speaking sections, there are two examiners who score your answers. For example, if you've written task 1 and task 2, these two examiners give their individual scores and then they interchange their work and again score respective answers of task 1 and task 2. Now, they don't see each other's scores that they had given earlier. They don't have that opportunity. So they just neutrally score your work both on task 1 and task 2. And these scores are fed into the system, and that's how your overall writing score arrives. Same goes with the speaking section. There's one examiner who's sitting across you asking these questions and scoring you after you've left the hall, and then there's one examiner who is probably watching your recording and giving you a score based on the scoring criteria. And after these two examiners have arrived at a consensus, your overall speaking score arrives. Now, I hope this video helped you understand what are the elements that you need to remember before entering the test day and how you are scored. If you have questions, if you have anything that you need to know about the IELTS test, let me know in the comments and I will help you. I will see you guys in another lesson. Until then, keep watching Verbalist. Have a great day.